Hello everyone, it's Fi. I'm checking out Shogun. This is a game that I've not played before. I don't really know anything about it. Apparently it's a shooter of some kind. Part of the AGDG Demo Day 24. The game page very simply says press V to interact and press U to toggle full screen. Let's go ahead and try and jump into this. So it is windowed at the moment, so let's try that full screen U button. Seems to have worked. I think that's Business Cat. It looks like Business Cat. Sure it's getting captured correctly. So I've not seen anything past the screen. It looks like I can aim. I don't have a, it just has my standard Windows mouse. Movement is a lot a lot faster than I expected. I think this thing just launched me. Yeah, so that's weird. I guess this guy just bumps you. That's weird. V to interact. Oh, what did it just crash? Oh, it just crashed the game. Okay. So that's too bad. I guess we'll just launch it again. We might not be able to read this little sign here. Okay, so it says error get line condition if is true, returned string. So it's throwing a ton of errors in the log here. So yeah, it's crashing when you read this. I'm actually going to try real quick here. There are two versions of the game on the page. I'm going to try downloading the other one. The one I downloaded is labeled V2, so I expect it to be... Okay, no, it's doing the same thing in this one. Alright, so I guess we just can't read this sign. Let's go ahead and launch this again. Let's make sure it hooks in. Press that U key. Right. Let's just avoid the sign. We can shoot, it looks like. I don't see any indication of ammunition. I don't know what these are down the bottom. So it looks like it stops your movement when you shoot, which is interesting. Doesn't seem to be any reason to reload or anything. I like the speed. And the size of the bullets is kind of nice. Is this going to crash too? It is, okay. Alright, we can't do any signs. Let's go ahead and just not do any more from now on. So we don't keep doing this. Get this to hook in. Come on. Alright. Alright, let's not do any signs. So yeah, the speed is pretty fast, but there is a good amount of inertia, so this is something I tend to not like. You can get away with it a little bit with an omnidirectional shooter like this, but it just makes the controls unresponsive effectively. So like when I press the direction to move, there's this little bit of kind of speed up time before you get up to speed, so it kind of makes it feel a little sluggish. And the same with, you know, stopping and changing directions. It's not very responsive, and especially with the fast move speed, it makes it feel very skatey. So E apparently makes you, there's a little heart on your chest. Oh, okay. Simple enough. Now this, oh. So I don't know what the heck this is. And I guess there's some screen shake there. Okay, so maybe this is like a checkpoint marker. I don't know why the bottom one bounces you like this. So that's pretty confusing. But I might assume that one of these signs is gonna like explain this to me. I guess I'm gonna shoot cats, other cats. So I'm gonna shoot lollipops or something. Okay, I didn't move in time, so I did press the button, but you know, hard to say whether I would have moved in time if there was less inertia. I didn't move very quickly there, so I'm hoping I don't have to interact with any signs to actually progress here. It looks like I'm clipping behind this a little bit. Gonna have to get used to this mouse aiming. I haven't played something like this in a little while. It also takes getting used to the way that it roots your feet, because it's one of these things where with these kinds of games I'm kind of used to you can kind of aim a little bit by moving yourself, you know? Like you can shift your aim left and right by moving left and right, that kind of thing. And that's one of those things that I kind of tend to use, but when shooting slows you down like that, it kind of disrupts that. It's a little bit of camera lag in the sense that it kind of catches up to you. So that actually does affect your aim a little bit. But... oh gosh, and these guys, they kind of AD a little bit. Oh gosh, yeah, see, I'm used to just like shooting and gunning at the same, I mean, I don't know, running and gunning, is that what I want to say? Moving and shooting at the same time without having to worry about it rooting my feet when I start shooting, so I guess something like this happens. I have to kind of conscientiously stop moving and stop shooting and then start moving. It's kind of, I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't feel that great to, I mean, I can kind of understand it from a game design perspective where you just kind of want to make that something the player has to deal with, but it doesn't seem to feel that great to me to have to like wait before you can start shooting. This is a little crazy because these, whatever these people are, they shoot like a ton of bullets. Oh, that's not good. So if I'm right here and clicking like right here, you can see how the bullets are colliding with the wall, and that's not the best thing, so might be something you could work around. Oh, you can do a burst fire. That's interesting. Okay, I don't really expect that from a handgun, but oh gosh. But yeah, those enemies that shoot like a million bullets, kind of worked when it was a big open area with only one of those guys, because I could just kind of keep running around them. But once you start incorporating other enemies, there's just not enough gaps in the assault there to really dodge all that, I don't think. And yeah, that burst fire definitely roots your feet for a while, so it's kind of quite a commitment. Oh gosh, yeah, I can't find myself liking how it stops you when you fire. I wonder if, alright, the Q button makes my gun flash, so maybe if I had a different weapon that would be change or something. I don't know what the E thing does. Oh, it makes you move jerky. I don't know what that's, oh. I just am moving jerky. For some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Hey, you might want to just tone these guys down. It's easy to get in these situations where you just run out of places to move to. Ouch. To avoid the attack, and if it just keeps going and going. Also, that dashing attack, there's not really any clear way to avoid that. It just kind of flies at you extremely fast. Oh. Use a little more feedback when you take damage. Yeah, that melee attack just kind of flies out of nowhere. Oh gosh. Yeah. Oh, that, yeah, you just killed me with that big time. Blech. Ah, my mouse hand is feeling kind of awkward, so I can adjust my seating position here so I can do this a little better. So yeah, the enemies do feel a little bit bullet spongy considering Where? Oh. That makes sense. Wait. Oh. Alright. So apparently, I think if you... Yeah, so it seems like if you just do single shots, they're accurate, but if you do like a lot, then it kind of gets this cone of fire effect. Which kind of seems like a sine wave, but rather than random, you usually expect it to be random. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. It's a little annoying in some sense because I kind of expected it to just be accurate. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the movement in the camera. Just kind of seems like it's not shooting where you aim, and I think that has something to do with the camera lag. Like if you're moving and you shoot, it kind of goes to the side a little bit. Yeah, I would just guess it has to do with the camera lag, but it does feel a little weird. I mean, it's frustrating in a game like this if you feel like you aimed your shot right, but it didn't hit. That sort of thing. Be careful to remove anything that might feel like that. And yeah, as I was saying before, it does feel like the enemies are a little spongy. They do take a lot of shots. If I could shoot faster and move more freely and stuff, it might feel a little better. With it as it is, I'd want them to kind of take less shots because I don't want to just take so much time even just killing like a little basic enemy like this. This guy's dead. Lots of blue stuff around. I don't know what to use the blue stuff for. Oh, I can... Okay, you can dash, but it seems to be mouse controlled, so I would change that in omnidirectional shooters. Of course you can aim, but you're almost always moving in a different direction than what you're aiming at. If you're pointing your gun at an enemy, you probably want to strafe around it, not dash towards it, so I don't think that's very useful, but that's not to say it's not usable, but I don't particularly like the way that's set up. So is that okay? You can fall down here. Does it just take your health? No, it just respawns you. Alright, I'm actually hearing audio when I hit these, but it's coming out of the right channel. So if I would guess, it might just be that there's some kind of spatial audio, but it's set up wrong. The listener is not set up right or something. Actually, even when I was close to it, it seemed to come out of the right channel, so it might be the sound itself, or... Yeah, it doesn't matter where I am, it's always coming out of the right channel, the audio there, so... Alright, I don't know how to handle these many, Look at all the bullets, holy crap! I guess I could just skip over. Well, okay, it seems like the ending is a giant sign, but I think it's just gonna crash, so that's kind of disappointing. Oh, the bullets don't work right when they hit the sign. That's not great. It's eating my frames up here. That seems to be a bug. I think they despawned eventually. One of them did. Oh, those are health. It's like, oh no, there's red things flying at me. He seems to get stuck on this little corner here. So yeah, maybe obvious, but it might be nice to have a reticle besides the pointer here. Just to make it easier to see where you're aiming and all that jazz, but... Bleh. Alright, I think I killed everyone. So yeah, it seems like this is the end, and I think it's just gonna crash if I do that, I presume. But we don't have any other options, so let's go ahead and hit that V key. And there it goes. Alright. So maybe the bottom left is your primary and secondary fire, is what that's indicating or something. I don't know. I think that is something that's not implemented yet, though. But yeah, we crashed out the game, but I think we kind of finished it more or less anyway. So, yeah, I mean, it's an Omni shooter. It's kind of like things you've seen before in some sense, but you know, these are fun types of games. So, definitely some little things here and there that could be worked on. I'd obviously like to see some different weapons and stuff that you could experiment with, and whatever else that the developer almost certainly has planned. But yeah, hopefully there's some details in there that were helpful to you, and definitely feel free to let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video.